You are welcome to the Lord TV, your number one fantastic reality TV that gives you all that it takes to be enlightened on trending news such as politics, entertainment, sports, and what have you. If you are new on this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button as well as already subscribed. So please don't forget to drop your comments anytime I drop new videos. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
Viewers, today's headline reads: You fight Almighty Allah when you fight Boko Haram, Sultan of Sokoto said. Before I proceed, please don't forget to click on the red subscribe button as well as the bell button to get updated anytime I upload new videos. Thank you. The news in details. Nigeria has been fighting the Almighty Allah in the presumed battles against Boko Haram. That is why the war is unwinnable. The Sultan of Sokoto Alhaji Said Abubakar said on Thursday, the fight against Boko Haram, he said, was pointless since the insurgency was a punishment from the Almighty on Nigerians for their sins. The Sultan, a retired army officer, spoke in Abuja at the 5th International Conference on Love and Tolerance, countering violent extremism for peaceful coexistence. He said the solution to insurgency laid in Nigerian adhering to the teachings of the Quran and the Bible. He was not the first to say that the solution to the ravaging of the Northeast and the regime of terror that Boko Haram has spread around the country need a spiritual solution. The Nigerian Army in September 2019 held a seminar themed Countering Insurgency and Violent Extremism, Violence in Nigeria Through Spiritual Welfare. The event passed without much attention because the Army's Directorate of Chaplain Service, Roman Catholic, Protestant, and Directorate of Islamic Affairs that organized looked more at the understanding ideologies that drive insurgency than suggesting prayers and penance. The option the Sultan offered. Moreover, there was no voice at the event as loud as the Sultan's. Major General Muhammad Yusuf, Chief of Administration, who declared the army seminar open, had said, by its nature, ideologies have the power to manipulate what people think, inform their opinions, and direct their attitude. It is a well-known fact that terrorism and terrorist groups will not be totally eliminated by mainly military actions. This means focusing our effort on the underlying narratives through ideologies that are employed by these terrorist groups to lure innocent citizens into their fold. Yusuf held that communities and the states needed common purpose in rejecting the ideology of insurgent groups. In place of the ideologies of insurgency, he proffered that appropriate counter-narratives targeted at the ideology of the terrorist group would enhance the battle to halt insurgency. Emir of Jiwa, Dr. Idris Musa, who represented the Sultan of Sokoto on Thursday, blamed sin for insurgency. It is part of the punishment we are receiving based on our sins. If we can stop committing sins and abide by God's words, things will change. The security challenge is our problem. The Holy Quran is a message to mankind. The Holy Bible is a message to mankind. If we can listen to what the Bible and Quran have taught us and we continue in our bad ways, what do we expect? The Sultan asked. How would a pious life be the weapon of fighting insurgents who are holding Nigerians hostage? Did people not go to war in the Bible and in the Quran? What exactly was the Sultan's point? When did he, in the 11 years or so of the fight against insurgents, realize what the approach was wrong? The Sultan recalls to the Almighty being responsible for insurgency in Nigeria. It's frightening. It is also not new as we thought to a major national problem. At the heat of the mandate outbreak in Zamfara State. 3 years ago, Governor Alhaji Abdulaziz Yari said flagrant disobedience to God caused a renowned outbreak of meningitis. He specifically said fornication was the main reason God was punishing Nigerians with meningitis. What we used to know as far as meningitis is concerned is a type of virus. The World Health Organization has carried out vaccination against this type of virus, not just in Zamfara but in many other states. However, because people refuse to stop their nefarious activities, God now decided to send type C virus, which has no vaccination, Governor Yari said. People have turned away from God, and He has promised that if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. That is just the cause of this outbreak, as far as I am concerned. There is no way fornication will be so rampant and God will not send a disease that cannot be cured. According to Governor Yari, the most important thing was for the people to maintain a good relationship with God. Everything will be alright if the people repented, Yari said. The Sultan is not an ordinary traditional ruler. He is addressed as His Eminence, a title that barely captured the influences he wired as a premier traditional and religious leader in the north, with global spanning reaches. Many takes his words for truth from the Almighty. His statement that Boko Haram was the almighty punishment will be a new angle to how the Sultan followers will see the fight against Boko Haram. Sultan Said Abubakar had a pedigree, 31 years military service that was abbreviated when he became the Sultan in 2006. He was already a brigadier general. Abubakar was commissioned a second lieutenant in 1977 and served in the Armored Corps. He headed a presidential security unit of the Armored Corps of President Ibrahim Babangida. He commanded a battalion of African peacekeepers in Chad that the Organization of African Unity set up, and was a military liaison officer for the Economic Community of West African States (ECOWAS) before appointment as commanding officer 241 Race Battalion, Kaduna in 1993. From 1995 to 1999, ECOWAS military liaison officer and commanding officer 231 Tank Battalion, ECOMOG operations. In Sierra Leone from 1999 to 2000, he served as defense attaché to Pakistan, also accredited for Iraq, Saudi Arabia and Afghanistan from 2003 to 2006. Should he be the one to suggest that a cancer like insurgency should be treated with painkillers? Is the Sultan position not surprising for someone with his background of fighting troublemakers? Is his position insulated? Remarkably, in the same week, a bill was passing through the Senate to set up special comfort for repentant Boko Haram fighters. There are opposition to it, but for a government that has been releasing captured Boko Haram members while the war rages in the northeast, it just seems like a matter of time for the bill to become law. When Boko Haram attacks, the Sultan said Nigerians should go into prayer, weakly accepting the attacks as divine angst from the Almighty. Nigerians dare not fight Boko Haram, their punishment, otherwise they would have elected to fight the Almighty. The Sultan has just added another ridiculous dimension to the decision on Boko Haram. He may not be speaking for himself. Thank you for listening to this news. Viewers, the Sultan has made a point in what he just said. He has said it that the attack we get or receive from the Boko Haram is as a result of the sin that we have committed here in Nigeria. This is a message is telling us that it got from God. The only way we can suppress this heinous attack is by retracing our step, is by fighting that sin that is taking us far away from God. Why don't we start with this? Because one thing I believe is that prayer takes care of everything. Prayer conquers all, because even Christ himself has said it, that you can only communicate with him, ask for anything only through prayer. And believe you me, you cannot ask God to fight a battle for you while in prayer and God will not listen to you. You can remember how the children of Israel won the battle when when Moses went to rescue them from the hands of Pharaoh. It wasn't Moses that went. It was the Spirit of God who directed Moses. So for us to conquer Boko Haram, we need the Spirit of God. Let us not just sweep the word of the Sultan into the carpet, under the carpet, but let us still get hold of it. Let us adhere to this word and start working with it. The Sultan might have a point, because violence doesn't take everything. Since we have tried so many means, and the president on his own is trying to keep adamant and pretend he knows nothing concerning the insecurity in Nigeria, why don't we adhere and keep praying as the Sultan has instructed? We can hold retreat on this issue. We can hold prayer meetings on this issue. We can come together as believers and pray over this, and you will see that gradually these terrorists will retrace their step, and they will see that what they are doing is actually wrong, that God never supports it, and so they will retrace their step. I think the Sultan has made a very good point. So please don't forget, your comments concerning this issue are of great importance as well. Don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to receive more updates. Thank you.